Howdy, good morning. My name is Rob, and you are watching Junk Monkey Treasures. I'm an old treasure hunter, and these days the majority of my treasure hunting is done in thrift stores. And I go with the treasures that I find, I'm either putting them in my personal collection or I'm selling them online for a profit to fund future treasure hunts. So today we've got two things going out of here. We recently picked up this Fresholator aluminum coffee storage thing, and we ended up taking a $20 offer on this. Could have held out for more money, but the time of year it is, I'd just rather move it on and get something else. We also sold one of my all-time favorites, VHS. This is a pretty beat up copy of Short Circuit, but this one is kind of hard to find, and we sold this one for $7 plus shipping. So there you go. That's what we got going out of here. I got a lot of stuff to do today. I got to go by the watch repair shop and hang out there for a few hours today, and then we'll get you out there and do some treasure hunting in a thrift store. So like and subscribe. Come along for the ride, and I'll see you when we get inside one of those thrift stores.
And just like that, we are in. A little confession, it's actually the next day. I was just too busy at the watch repair shop to make it over here. But today I got caught up. Was able to leave out of there a little bit early so we can come see if we can find some treasure. There was a new cart waiting on me when I got here. I love the frogs doing the monkey thing. There's hear no, speak no, and see no. Who knows the fourth? Let's see, for $4.49, we're probably going to get that. Let's see what else we can find. Oh, golly. All right, well, we found two more paperweights. Where did it go? Yep, there, right there. You can see some damage. And this one has a spot right there. And I am so overstocked on paperweights right now that unless they're Murano or something, we're just not going to pick them up unless they're perfect. There's this beautiful little cased blue vase, but it's got a massive chip up there. And right next to it is a black glass candle holder, and it's unmarked. And when it comes to candlesticks and candle holders, I really only like to buy them as pairs. This little pottery vase with the crystalline glaze on it, the crystalline is kind of hard to see. $4.49. We'll leave that here until it goes on sale. And golly. And there is a beautiful little ginger jar vase type thing, but yep, it's new, made in Vietnam. Huh. All right, well, let's take a tool around the store and see what else we can find. Oh, it's chipped. Saw it as I picked it up. Great big old chip in it right there. Let's see if there's anything else good in the candle holders. It's a pretty blue bottle. Tequila, Don Julio. Yeah, don't need no tequila. Folks, it's pretty crowded in here today, but anymore, it's always crowded in here. Sneak up through this. Oops, excuse me. Anyway, we're going to sneak up through the electronics and the lamps and lighting stuff. Checking the end caps as we go. I'm not seeing any VCRs or combo units. We're pretty well stocked on those at the moment anyway. Let's see if we see any new lamps or nice lamps. Oh, that's a cool lamp up there. Right there. So many cool lamps I find all the time. I just don't like shipping the big ones. They're exceedingly expensive to ship. But if I could just get situated enough to where I could go get me a booth at a mall, antique mall, that would be awesome. Oops, I didn't break it, I promise. They normally have those taped or rubber banded. All right. Oh, that's got some thread work on it. I don't see a ponto. I have a feeling that's very modern and not what we're looking for. Turn around this way. Sorry, didn't mean to make you dizzy there. All right, let's check these end caps on the outside. There's a whole set of those Mikasa candle holders over at the other end. Here in a bit, we might go take that back to where the rest of them are at. We've made some pretty good sales lately, so tune in tomorrow. Take a look at what sold. Let's check this one. It's a nice set of cup and saucers plates. And small dinner plates, lunch plates. It's a nice looking set. If you're ever looking for a set of dishes, you can't do better than to come here to a Goodwill. All right, folks, I will bring you back in when we find something. Would you thrift this? I have no idea what they want for it, but who remembers these things? If you've ever sat in a classroom with one of these, you're my age, and you should probably go ahead and get that colonoscopy scheduled. Let's see if we can find a price tag on it somewhere. You'd think they'd put it somewhere where it'd be easy to see. Somebody already tore the price tag off of it. Anyway, there you go. Great piece of nostalgia. Y'all, I need new glasses. I thought that chicken had a single eye, but I got up close to it. One-eyed chicken, oh Lord. Well, they just brought out a new shoe cart. I was able to pull a couple of nice pair of Nikes. This pair should bring us somewhere in the $75 to $100 range. And this pair, if I decide to get them, they need a little cleaning. They should bring us in the $35 to $40 range. I am not in the mood to clean shoes, so those may get left behind. So we're gonna leave them up in the top rack for now. Do a little more shopping and make our mind up later. All right, let's dig back in and see if we can find us some treasure. All right, folks, they brought out another new cart for me. We made some finds on it. We found this Laurel Birch coffee mug from 1988, perfect condition, 79 cents. I think we'll actually put that in the sale this coming weekend. We found this vase with 4 faces on it. I briefly looked it up. It's really not worth taking. It's cool as it is. We're going to leave it here. They want $3.79 for it. If you like really cool, neat stuff, that's a great price to pay for something like that. Now, if I am right, this little vase, pottery vase with the crystalline glaze on it, is going to be worth some good money. I almost want to say it's Van Briggle, but I'm not sure. If you know what that CV marking is, let me know. It's marked CV 2019. I want to say that's Van Briggle, but I could be wrong. Let me know. Let's see what else we got. We got this cute little salt and pepper shaker. It's magnetic. So I don't think it's really old, but it's just really cool. So let's see what they want for it. $2.49. Yep, they're making me buy it. So we will keep that. We're going to put this pair of Nikes back. I just don't feel like cleaning them. And we're going to put the frog set back. As cool as it is, I just look for stuff to buy or to sell, not for my personal collection. I've already got a 4-piece set for myself. All right, folks, I think that's going to do it for us today as far as shopping here in the Goodwill. It was good to us today. Got to hang out and visit with some friends. They brought out plenty of new carts for us to dig through. So I'll see you when we get back to the shop, and I'll give you a breakdown on everything we bought. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are, excuse me, we are back at the shop. And I wanted to take a minute to show you this little piece of pottery. I did research it, and it turns out it's made by a man named Bill Campbell. And this is what we call crystalline. And it has to do with the glaze. If you'll see that little chatoyance in each one of them blue dots, that's because it is what we call crystalline. It makes these little crystal patterns in the glaze, and you never know how it's going to turn out until you pull it out of the kiln. But very, very, very nice piece of pottery. There's the signature mark on it there. It is not Van Briggle, but it's a very nice piece, and it should bring us somewhere between $50 and $80. if I decide to sell it. I might list it high and just see what happens. But give me just a minute. I'm going to put you on a tripod and I'll show you everything we brought home today. All right, we've already looked at the little Bill Campbell crystalline vase. We also got this Asian-inspired vase. It's unsigned, but it's a beautiful vase, and for 79 cents, we'll throw that in to this Saturday's live auction with $1 start on it. Same with this Laurel Birch coffee mug from the 80s. And maybe, possibly, even this little salt and pepper shaker. It's kind of magnetic where the owl sits on the tree branch there, and then the magnet holds it so it doesn't fall off. But very cute. Got a little family of owls here, and then the owl, and the tree is a shaker. I have no idea what that's going to bring. Hopefully somewhere between $8 and $12. And that leaves us with this pair of Nike Reacts in excellent condition. A little wipe down, a little brushing. We'll get these listed. There are only 2 listings for this specific colorway of these shoes, and one of them is $129, the other one's $139. I think what we'll do is wipe these down, give them a good brush up, and we'll probably throw them up for $99 and see if we can move them on down the road. So there you go, folks. That's what we found today. It's a good little treasure pile. I'm just so stoked about that little crystalline pottery vase. This has been on my BOLO bucket list forever, to find a piece in the wild. Now, I do have one other piece of it. Let's see if I can spot it real quick. But it's not quite the same. I find pottery that's got the crystalline glaze on it that's brown or gray, and it's these little tiny specks. Nothing like the big, huge crystalline blues and greens. This is what I think of when I think of crystalline. This technically is crystalline. It's just not as colorful as this. This is what I've had on my bucket list to find in the wild forever and a day. Occasionally I run into it in a antique mall, but they know what they got and they price accordingly. So that may end up in the personal collection. So I don't know if I've told you much about it, but come Saturday, October the 25th, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, that's West Coast time, we're going to have a live streaming auction where everything is going to start at $1, and the shipping will be progressive. I have got a full day's worth of vintage and collectible glass and pottery and porcelain, figurines, paperweights, salt and pepper shakers, vases, you name it. We have a ton of stuff to find new homes for. And if you want to take part in that auction, what you need to do is you need to get over to knickknacks.net and register. You have to be a registered user there before you can bid on things. We also have buy it nows there and multi-day auctions. Now, when you sign up, you have to put in your shipping and you have to put in your payment information. It's very secure. I've been on it for more than 2 years, never a problem. And again, that's knickknacks.net, knickknacks.net. And when you fill out your payment information, your wallet, there should be a spot there to put in a discount code. And that code is JUNKM28, all uppercase. And that'll get you $5 off of your first $10 purchase. With anybody, not just me. The first time you spend $10 or more on there, you're going to get $5 off. They're also going to give me $5 of credit to spend myself on there. So I'll get to buy stuff. So I hope I see you there on that sale this Saturday. It's going to be a hoot. Got a lot of stuff to move. And I hope I find homes for every bit of it. What I don't find homes for, I'm probably going to donate. So we'll just have to see how that goes. I've also got Murano. I have 3 pieces of Murano. Every time we hit $100, we're going to move one of those pieces of Murano for the $1 starting bid. So come on out this Saturday. Join me live on Knickknacks, and I'll see you then.
Y'all come back now, you hear? I hope to see you in a future video.